Hi you guys. Okay, I had a story from yesterday that I forgot to share, but this had to go with what I was talking about yesterday, of feeling kind of rejected by God and then having his love break through to me in a different way. Well, this one, man, I've held this with me for all of my life, and I've referred back to it at different times in my life because it was so amazingly powerful. Okay, I'm a very visual person, right? So the way I hear God is, I know it sounds weird, but anyway, he gives me pictures in my mind, okay? Whereas Jose, yeah, he hears God in a different way. Everybody hears God in a way because God knows all of our personalities, right? Well, anyway, sorry, a little tear came out of my eye that had nothing to do with me. It was the wind. But anyway, oh yeah. So what happened was, this day, remember, you know how I struggled with eating, right? And now I was no longer doing bulimia, but I felt, I was no longer doing bulimia, but I would overeat still a lot, you know, and I was slowly gaining a little weight at that time. But anyway, one day, it was supposed to be a time for, it was right after dinner, it was supposed to be a time for a meeting, you know, that we were going to have and learn more stuff about God. And I didn't want to go. I felt like I had overeaten, and I felt so bloated and just disgusting, and I felt like I had totally done everything wrong. And like I just could not, at that point in my life, I felt like, how could God ever love me, you know? But anyway, it was like mandatory to go to this meeting. And so I went downstairs, even though I really wanted to skip it. And there was music playing. Back in those days, well, still, you know, there's some beautiful songs, modern songs that people have written from their own experiences of God, and they're to worship and just proclaim who he is and everything. Well, there's this one song, forgive my voice, okay, just so that you can get the picture of what God did for me, I'm gonna sing it to you a little bit so that you can get the picture. And it's proclaiming God as, you know, king, because he's the king, you know, of all, of the universe. And it goes, majesty, worship his majesty, unto Jesus be all glory, honor, and praise, majesty. And that goes on, okay, it's a whole long song, but anyway, you get the point. It's like imagining him on his throne and all that kind of stuff as a real king. Well, as the music was playing, you know, I closed my eyes, and it's like God downloaded in me like a movie. It's like a movie that was real, that it stayed with me for the rest of my life, that's encouraged me so much. And I can see it as clearly at this moment as I did how many years ago, like 5 years ago, whatever. I could see it. And let me tell you, because it changed, it was a God still trying to break down the wall of me feeling rejected. He was trying to say, I love you always, no matter what. And that's what he's saying to you. But anyway, so the way it went, okay, here I was in England, right? So it's like he gave me the example of a, you know how when like Princess Diana got married, or there's a big royal thing going on, how they will have a parade with all of the old time, like Cinderella kind of carriages and all that kind of stuff. Well, okay, I saw a big procession of that kind of thing. And in the main carriage, there was Jesus sitting there with in the carriage with his royal, imagine the finest purple robe with the white fur kind of thing going down, and then a crown and all that kind of stuff, right? And then what I saw in the gutter. The procession was going by the street, and I saw in the gutter, I saw me. But I was like the most disgusting, discarded bum or person that you'd ever, oh, I know that in England bum means bottom, but here it means like a hobo, you know, a discarded person. And I saw this person, which was me, lying in the gutter, all filled with maggots and wounds, and just reaching out for somebody to help. And then I saw Jesus. Oh, the geese are making noises beautifully. But anyway, I saw Jesus say, command the procession to stop. And he got out of the carriage with all of his royal robe and crown, and he went over to me, and he picked me up with all the maggots, and he held me with all the love in his heart to his breast, and he took me in the carriage and commanded the carriage to go back to the castle. Then he took me up to the castle, to his room, to his chamber, just him. And he got all of the tools needed to clean out my wounds and to get rid of the maggots. And after he was all done, and I was made whole, he took off his robe and put it on me, and his crown and put it on me, and took me out on the balcony and said, "This is my child." And you know what? I carry that with me to this day, because that was God saying, I love you no matter what, no matter what. And that is what he's saying to you. Imagine that if you feel rejected and ugly and like you've made a million mistakes, see yourself as that discarded person that Jesus loves and he cares for, and he just is holding you close, maggots and all, and he wants to clean you out, and just say, I want you to. That's all you have to do. Anyway, I know it's a bit sappy today, but that's me. Love me or leave me, okay? I love you guys. Dream big and go for it.